963 lives were taken by police. And even after looking that up, I still don't hate police. Hey, no, it's not so Mafia anymore. Hey, SoRoyals. So, today is gonna be, this is the first Let's Talk video, and if you guys can see the mess behind me, it's really because I was studying, and this girl on Instagram, you know, I posted a questionnaire, and I said it to everybody, if you have any questions, or if you comments, or if anything you want me to really talk about, and during our Let's Talk, DM me. And I did on Snap and on Instagram, but I mostly got feedback from Instagram. So this morning, like early this morning, she texted me and she asked me my input on police brutality, and you know that the majority of the minority community does not or do not have good relationships or good, you know, first thoughts on police or law enforcement or FBI or anything government officials really. And that really had me thinking. It really had my mind stuck on there for a while. Like, I really was like contemplating, like, why does she think that? You know, because I myself clearly am a minority. However, I know I might get some crap about saying this, but I don't hate the police. Like, I just don't. For some reason, for whatever reason, I don't hate the police. And I've lost friends due to police brutality. I've had circumstances and crap, you know, with my friends and my family, not family mostly, but due to police. And it's like, my thing is, when I was younger, I used to hate them because, you know, excuse my French, but fuck 12 or fuck 50 or whatever was was what's in. And you know, everybody hated the cops. Every black friend of mine hated the cops, period. So when I was younger, of course, my first instinct was like, oh, fuck the police. But as you get older and you go through things and you've been accused of things and you've had problems with other people, you have to start questioning, why is it that everybody hates a particular person or a particular group? And I started to think about it because everybody, when they think about the police, they only think about what do the police do. Okay? And I am not justifying any cop killings, any violent incidents that cops have on minority people. And honestly, I don't even think this issue is there is racial profiling. There absolutely is, and I believe it 100% because I have been a victim of racial profiling. However, I think the top issue is police brutality as a whole. I feel like police, once you give them this power, you give them a badge, you give them a gun, you give them a taser, whatever you give them, you say you are now in charge of people. Once you give them that title, the power sucks to their head and there's something that goes left. And that's when all of this starts to happen. And that's when police who became police officers because they want to, you know, save cats and stuff, that's no longer their mission. They might have had a prejudice against black people in the beginning, and now it shifts to that. But that's everybody. Everyone is racist. I don't care what anybody says. You've looked at a person of color and thought, let me shrug my purse a little bit. Everyone has done it. Everyone, black, white, Spanish, I really don't care, because at the end of the day, that's what the media is portraying. The media is portraying black people as a race of criminals. You have this group that's in America that are dark and criminal. So I'm not even gonna get into that. But what stuck to me is I decided, let me look up the stats. And in 2015, by the FBI, their stats say that 86 law enforcement were killed in the line of duty. And then I thought about it. They were instantly killed in the line of duty. Means shot on spot, you died. That doesn't include the number of people who were shot, had to go to the hospital. You know, a couple days later they didn't survive that injury, or you know, officers who, like for example, in Miami, because I'm from Miami, a friend of mine's father is a police officer, and there was an incident where he got stabbed, and of course they fixed up his wounds. but he bent down to reach for something, and he was instantly killed because the stitches opened up and he bled out internally. I can have 100% that isn't in the 86% or 86 law officers who were killed in the line of duty. And I decided, let me look up the amount of shootings and killings by police. And this is the 2016 by the Washington Post, and it's 963. 963 lives were taken by police. And even after looking that up, I still don't hate police. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I still don't hate them. Like, there's nothing that anyone can say to make me really hate them. Because if I say I hate police because 963 people were... You can't even read that. But let's see if you guys can see that number. 900. My handwriting sucks. But 963 officers, people were shot by police. If I say that, it's because it's the same way as somebody saying, I hate her because she's black and because black people are criminals. And I refuse to be one of those people. It's the same way of me saying that I hate that one white girl in my class because 200 years ago or 60 years ago, you know, her great-great-great-grandfather was a slave owner. And I refuse to be one of those people. And now you have to take a step back and look at it. Okay? Officers put their life on the line every single day. And it's like not even if they have their uniforms on. If they are a police officer and they go to Walt Disney with their family, their life is still being on the line because they're a cop first. And if something goes left, they automatically rush to the scene. They rush to the incident and try to protect it. And I won't do that. Like, you know, there's a couple of incidents where something has happened in front of me and I went to help. But if I hear gunshots, I'm gone. But officers are not like that. Their training is respond. Respond. And yes, there's probably 1 million officers in America. I haven't looked up that stat. But there's probably 1 million officers in America. And let's say 100,000 of them are racist. What about the other 900,000? I will not discriminate against an entire group based off of that one person. When I see a cop, best believe, because I'm black first and then I'm a woman, which is two different. Those are the two worst things to be in America. And when I see a cop pulling down the street, if I'm walking and I'm on my phone, automatically I tense up because I'm black first. They see, and I'm not little. I'm not little. I'm not a little black girl. I'm big. So of course their instinct is, oops, I got a wife to get home to. If I'm a cop, if I end up marrying a cop or my husband decides he wants to become a cop, best believe I'm the wife of a cop. Therefore, I know that there's maybe a 90% chance that he won't get home that night. So imagine if he's a cop who has children and wife and a mother and he's responsible for everyone. And because you want it to be stupid, things go left. Now, I understand because I talk about, like, me and my friends, when we talk about things, we try to get down to the source. And I understand that maybe they should change their protocols. I feel like that's the issue. Instead of saying, you know, we need to fix law enforcement, let's fix the protocols. Let's make sure that cops have enough training before they go ahead and get a gun. Because I know that there's a training number in place, but obviously not working. Because if it's 963 lives that are lost due to cop killings, that's one too many. There's no crime unless you have... Let me say that. I'm not going to say there's no crime that justifies someone's life. If you've kidnapped someone, if you're a murderer, if you're this, you're that, I understand. But petty theft, you know, maybe that you're a black kid in the wrong neighborhood, that does not level up to your life being lost. Like, I just don't understand it. You understand? So my thing is, I do believe that we have a serious issue in America. We have a serious issue, and it needs to be fixed. And honestly, it does take this generation to fix it, because this generation has been known to be a little bit more persistent than others. But we have to fix it, and the way to fix it is not saying, oh, fuck 12 or fuck 5-5-0 or none of that. Wherever you call cops in your neighborhood, that's not the way you're going to fix it, honestly. And I understand that other people might have more of a hatred towards law enforcement because of their particular situation. And I have had particular situation. When I first moved to Maryland, best believe I was stopped by 2 cops. like day one, like that first week. Oh, where are you going? I'm in a mall. What are you asking me where I'm going for? I'm in the mall. I'm going to the food court. I'm going here. It doesn't matter. I'm in a mall. But then I look around. There's about 4 dozen white people behind me. Of course they're going to ask me. And that's normal. That's normal in our society. But because that one cop asked me, that doesn't mean every other cop I see in that mall, I'm going to go ahead automatically be like, no, it's not going to happen. It won't. And the thing about it is, when you have that idea in your head to automatically hate someone because of that one person, that's what causes issues between, the people and the protectors. Okay, and I want to sit down and talk about this a little bit more, and I want to have other people with me so we can have multiple opinions on this matter. But my opinion is, I will not hate law enforcement because, I had a friend whose life was lost to police in Miami. That's sad. And for the first couple of weeks, I was hurt. Of course, I was hurt. That's hurt. Like, that hurts. But then I think about it. If I'm in my house right now, and for the majority of my life living here in Maryland, it's been me, my mom, and my sister, I can defend myself. But if something goes wrong right now, the first thing my instinct tells me is pick up my phone and call 911. Just think about that. If something goes wrong right now, if I'm talking about, if you have a mother, if you have a sister, if you have a friend, if you have a girlfriend, if you have a wife, if you have any female, let's just talk about females for a second, because men are so cocky nowadays. Like, I've had friends, I've asked people that, I have asked my friends, my guy friends at least, like, if something goes wrong, who you calling? My boys. You're not calling that? Nope, I don't fuck with 12. But let's say because females, I'm not going to say we're naturally weaker, but men have more strength than us. So it's probably easier for them to protect themselves. But if something goes wrong right now, you're calling 911. And the first instinct for you to do is to call 911. I'm sorry, I don't really understand that. So I don't understand how I can hate a group of people who literally gave their lives to help me. You understand? And police brutality has been an issue long before cell phones came out. It's become a broader issue now because you have an easier way to provide evidence. But it's been an issue way long before. Way back when. So the thing about it is, if this has been an issue for so long, I'm pretty sure my great-grandparents had some friends that said, or even themselves said, I don't like the police because of X, Y, and Z. That's understandable. But if generations upon generations keep saying, I don't like the police because of X, Y, and Z, your generation, your kids' generation, your grandkids are going to be saying, I don't like the police, and it still be the same issue. So my thing to you is, if you're someone who's ever said fuck 12 because of X, Y, and Z, I understand. Because I have been a victim of racial profiling way too many times. Like, way too many. But I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like the police. Because at the end of the day, they gave their life to do something I promise you I won't do. That's just not my first instinct. If you're not my family member, if you're not my sister, if you're not someone that I have absolute love for, I will not put my life in danger for yours. But the fact that they do it, 1, makes them deserve respect. 2, makes them deserve compassion. But 3, they also deserve consequences. Everyone deserves consequences. I understand that. But you also have to put yourself in their shoes. And sometimes the story isn't always there. Sometimes there's something that's done to your friend. Oh, the cops did this to me. Okay, but what did you do? Please understand that I'm not justifying any life that was lost due to police brutality. I am not justifying any police life that was lost due to the fact that someone doesn't like police. My thing is right now, what I'm saying to you is, stop saying that you do not like the police. Because they're not there for you to like. They're there for you to feel protected. And if you do not feel protected, now we have an issue. Now say I don't feel protected because police are doing X, Y, and Z to my people. Now we have something to talk about. But when she told me that, when the girl on Instagram told me that, I really I told her to stay tuned because her question was going to be answered first, because I really that really hit me. That really hit me, and I thought about it, and I was like, I understand where she's coming from. I know why she's mad. But I'm pretty sure she didn't put herself in their shoes. Now I'm gonna have another so this is gonna be my first Let's Talk, and I will post this on Tuesday, so stay tuned for this. However, I will post another Let's Talk next Tuesday or Thursday, so stay tuned for it. If you have any questions that you want to talk about, if you have anything you want to hear my opinion about, let me know. I will also start a panel, and that's not going to be every week. That's going to probably be every 1 to 2 weeks or something like that. 2 weeks to 4 weeks. So yeah, you get it. But yeah, so if you have anything that you want to ask me, my social media will be left down below. If you have any opposing views to this video, you can either comment it or you can go to my social media and let me know. Because honestly, I'm not going to get mad. I want to hear other people's opinion because I'm not always right. This is my opinion. This video is a video about my opinions. Okay? So if you guys want to leave hate comments down below, do what you got to do. If you understand where I'm coming from, if you have if you disagree, if you agree, if you have any comments about it, just let me know. And also SoRoyals, stay tuned for a lot that will be happening in the future. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a video about what's been going on with me and what my plans are, because yeah, your girl got some exciting news or whatever. So stay tuned for that. Okay? And just know I love you guys, and just stay tuned because I have so many good things that I want to do, but these past 2 weeks hasn't been my best. So sorry for taking forever to post a video. But yeah, so you guys know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment, follow my social media so you can always be tuned in to when everything's happening. So see ya.